Okay, y'all, we need to talk about anti-Blackness and what it is and what it isn't. Recently, there's been a lot of discourse about Beyonce's halftime performance and a video made by a biracial woman critiquing it. Some people called her anti-Black for sharing her thoughts, but let's pause for a second. Criticism of a Black person does not always equal anti-Blackness. And if we're quick to throw that label around, we risk harming ourselves as a community. So let's start with the basics. Anti-Blackness is a specific form of racism targeting Black people. It's the systemic and cultural devaluation of Blackness, treating Black people and our contributions as inferior or undesirable. Anti-Blackness can be overt. Think lynchings, hate crimes, segregation, and blatant slurs. But it's just as dangerous when it's covert, like denying Black people opportunities, cultural appropriation, and using stereotypes to frame us negatively. It's important to recognize that anti-Blackness exists at both the systemic and individual levels. It's about actions, attitudes, and systems designed to harm Black people and maintain white supremacy. Now, here's what anti-Blackness isn't. Critiquing a Black person, whether it be Beyonce or another public figure, is not automatically anti-Black. Criticism becomes anti-Black when it stems from anti-Black stereotypes, reinforces anti-Black narratives, or seeks to harm Black people as a group. But if someone is thoughtfully questioning a performance, an idea, or a decision made by a Black person, that's not anti-Blackness. It's discourse, and discourse is necessary for growth. When we misuse the term anti-Blackness, we're not protecting each other, we're dividing ourselves. It sows seeds of distrust and pits us against each other. And let's be real, our oppressors love to see us fight each other. This is why we need discernment. Not every critique of a Black person is an attack on Blackness. And labeling it as such creates deeper rifts in our community at a time when we need unity more than ever. So let's go through a few examples of the difference between anti-Blackness and constructive criticism. If a company refuses to hire Black people because of their race, that's overt anti-Blackness. If there are policies that disproportionately harm Black people, but they are framed as being neutral, then that's covert anti-Blackness. A Black person questioning the use of American symbolism in another Black person's performance, that's constructive criticism. Critiquing an individual action is not the same as dismissing Black people as a whole. Discernment allows us to reflect on the intention behind why the criticism was given and the context in which it was given. We need to hold each other accountable, but we also have to protect our unity. Instead of labeling every disagreement as anti-Blackness, let's ask ourselves, is this criticism rooted in love for our community? Is it helping us grow, heal, or understand each other better? Or is it dividing us or distracting us from our shared struggles? The storm is coming, social, political, economic, and we need each other to weather it. Our focus should be on dismantling the systems that oppress us, not tearing each other down over identity disputes. My hope is that we can increase our self-awareness, reflect on how we engage with each other, and set aside our differences for the greater good. Let's set aside the label of anti-Blackness for what it truly is, and keep our energy focused on healing, growing, and building together.